Hey guys, we're here today with Dr. Andre Mitchell of Cellulite Physician Services. Dr. Mitchell's been a client of ours for quite a few months now, and so I thought I'd have him on so we can kind of go over some of the results that he's been seeing. Dr. Mitchell, how are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for
Good.
asking.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for agreeing to be on here. I appreciate it. So, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody kind of who you are and your business and where you guys are located.
Sure. Again, my name is Dr. Andre Mitchell, board certified aesthetics medicine physician here in Kansas City. We have a niche centric focused business that actually specializes in cellulite. In fact, we are the only clinic in the country with a primary focus in treating cellulite. We really pride ourselves on having state-of-the-art devices that have been supported by clinical data, scientific evidence to provide revolutionary results in terms of the treatment of cellulite. So it's a niche practice, it's a new practice, and we're seeing fantastic results. And I'm excited about what we're doing and where we're heading.
Awesome. So we had a little glitch there, but we're gonna keep on moving through here with the lovely internet that we have. So let's talk about kind of like, how did you get involved with our company?
So actually, it's interesting. I was on a Facebook member board, the Am Spa Lounge, and one of the members, there was a question that was put forth in terms of referrals for marketing teams and website design teams and so forth. And one of the members had mentioned your name, Jeff, with a list of accolades. And so, I was at a point where I wanted to really kind of expand our existing team and enhance our optimization and our rankings on Google. So that prompted me to really reach out to you and your team, and I'm really glad that I did.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, it means the world to me to hear that. So you kind of mentioned it, but kind of what services have we been providing? Both online, if you will, and just kind of through conversation as well.
Sure. So you guys have really done a fantastic job in providing some additional content on the website to really augment and improve sort of globally the website itself, blog post. And really what's been fantastic is that one of the things that we were wanting was to really improve our positioning in terms of Google search terms, again, optimization and our Google Analytics. And we've seen some really impressive, improvement in all of those parameters.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've got some #1 spots that we're obviously very proud of within the map area, and some others below it that are moving their way up as well. So we're certainly excited to see that. Okay, so before you hired us, and you're a new business, so kind of before you hired us, what was going on?
So what's interesting is that, we actually started, our business launched in April of this year, and it really, coincided with when the pandemic was surging. So the timing has been interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
And so, quite frankly, things were flat. It was very difficult to really, gain traction. We were, in terms of our positioning in the Google search terms, we were not in those first positions. Generating leads was somewhat of a challenge. We actually did have a website that was nicely designed, but we wanted to, again, provide some additional content, really sort of tailor and augment the optimization of the site, with a primary goal of really positioning ourselves so that when potential clients and users, particularly locally here in Kansas City, would type in cellulite treatments, we wanted to be the first, in that first position, the first clinic that they saw.
Absolutely. And now you are. So obviously
now we are.
We get to reap the rewards, reap the the benefits and all of that. So that's obviously wonderful. And yeah, the website is a beautiful website. So there was no reason to change what you had. All we did was come in and add a lot of content and optimize all of that for local search so that you could show up in that top ranking spot in Google. All right. So really the last question I really wanted to ask is if, what would you say to somebody that's kind of considering, first of all, doing digital marketing, but mostly obviously considering using us as a company?
So let me just add that, believe it or not, it's been about 8 weeks, little under 2 months, that we started working with you and your team. And in that very short time, now we were expecting it to take longer to move from, say, third position up to the top positions in terms of the Google search terms. And we have secured those positions in under 2 months. And so I really wanted to highlight that the time frame for us to move from, as I mentioned, the third spot in some aspects up to that number one position has occurred in a very short time frame. So I think that speaks to the level of expertise and your ability, your and your team's ability to really optimize our information, additional content that you guys have added. So that's been very impressive. I think one of the things that I really appreciate is you have really bought in to our vision. You have embraced the notion of really being a part of our team. And I genuinely believe, and it's been evident that you have, you're committed to ensuring that the team is successful, that our business is successful. And, I really appreciate the buy-in, the level of commitment, the, extra counseling advice that you've provided outside of just, what we have brought on you and your team for in terms of optimizing our website. So you're extremely approachable. You've been incredibly engaged, responsive to questions in a very timely fashion. But that really does mean a lot. I truly believe that you really want the success of our company. And you've bought into the vision and where we're wanting to go, and you're helping us to get to that point. So thanks to you and your team.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you. And then that's obviously what we do. We do buy into the clients that we have. We only work with one client per location, because we don't want to compete with ourselves, and we want to make sure that we're providing the best services that we can provide as a company. There's a lot of not so great agencies out there that will rather take your money and spin the wheels, and you won't hear from them for, weeks on end. Obviously that's not how we work. And, we have a pretty strong moral compass. And so we like to keep to that. And working with you, Dr. Mitchell, is obviously a pleasure. You're flexible. You're easy to work with. We get along so well, which is wonderful. Ideal client right here, folks. Ideal client. So thank you for being on this video case testimonial, man. I really appreciate it. Any parting words?
It was a pleasure. I was honored and humbled that you asked me to be a part of this. I feel like it's the least that I can do
Thanks, man.
for you. You've done a fantastic job, and so thanks for having me on this morning.
Absolutely,
and look forward to a long-lasting working with relationship.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's my honor. It's my pleasure. And again, thank you so much, Dr. Mitchell. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thanks. Be well. Stay strong.